Oh, okay. So the nightmare is finally coming to an end. You know, for like a month, and then it'll be back. You know. Fuck, I don't even. Okay, I'm gonna play like one game and just yap a bunch. So this is basically the worst chapter ever. Obviously, one of the worst seasons ever. The season wasn't so bad. Still pretty terrible. This season wasn't as bad as the previous two, but overall this chapter fucking sucked. I should probably make sure my mic is on. Okay, just. No, pretty easily had the worst season ever with the car season. Season before that was probably the second worst season ever. And yeah, the other two seasons, the first and last, were just kind of hella mid. Maps sucked, guns were mid or terrible. Battle Pass hasn't been good since the OG season. Yeah. I know Chapter 2 coming back should be good for like a month. And then, you know, they'll get another chance to make another terrible chapter. Which they'll probably do. Like, I'm genuinely, you know, most of the time, a lot of what you judge the season or chapter on is the map. Because the map is like the basis for how good it is. I don't think there was a single location on this map, this entire chapter, that I actually, like, really enjoyed dropping to multiple times. The only ones that even get close are still actually on the map. This place, this house, and this. I feel like there was some place down here somewhere that was pretty good. What the fuck? Okay, we're just gonna ignore that. I feel like there was some place in the south that was alright. Like, the Peter Griffin location was okay, I guess. When Peter Griffin was there, it was kind of fun to play. And, like, I guess technically this counts as a good location because it's just a rip-off of actual good locations. I know, there is, like, genuinely no good locations on this map, like, pretty much the entire chapter. That's where they've been making Fortnite just more and more realistic. So what they're gonna come out next chapter and it's just gonna be fucking like just VR. What am I looking at? Oh my god! What the fuck? I need to go back to the like the art style of like chapter 1 and 2. This is just boring. That was literally like the first season of this chapter. I was just like, oh, the map looks super realistic, cool. Now it's boring as fuck. I'm sure they'll find they'll make the next chapter terrible. They'll find a way. Get the pump rip off. Thank goodness we can't just have the pump in the game. We need to have. Like, what the fuck am I looking at? Yeah, we gotta have this, which is basically just the pump, but worse. And not as fun to use, like, in any way at all. I don't even, like... I could honestly yap a lot more, but I'm pretty sure I'd just be saying things I've already said about, like, how shitty everything, like everything is. Obviously, the players are still sweaty as fuck. And you know, for me at least, if the players are sweaty as fuck, it's not like that bad as long as the map is good and the guns aren't like boring and terrible. But that they failed to do that this entire chapter. The map has been terrible, and then the guns and items in the games have mainly just made the sweats even sweatier and like even more annoying. They're not gonna do it, but I hope they make it so that you can't put scopes on, like there aren't scopes on guns next chapter. Like they ain't gonna do it, but hopefully one can hope. Boats haven't been in the game for like forever now, so maybe they will. Who knows? And I don't even like after what chapter fucking 4, like the jungle season when that season came out. I was like, there's nowhere to go but up from here. And then this chapter, they found a way. They found a way to go down. I genuinely don't know how it's possible. Because that season sucked so bad. But at least that season there was still like 3 decent locations. Ugh. Like this shit. This isn't fun at all. These like items. This entire season has just been people fly around and like shoot you from above with overpowered like bombs and shit. We don't need that in the game, bro. Just, oh, hooray! I remember when the OG season came back, like getting a purple or legendary weapon actually meant something. Because it was somewhat difficult. And there wasn't just like 40 mythics laying around all the time. Gross. Gross. Like the value of a legendary item is just literally like nothing anymore. Remember you used to get like a legendary pump or scar and you were like, oh my god. I win the game. It's over. And you know, I kind of thought before the OG season came back out, I was like, that's just because we sucked. And like, it's, you know, now that we're not terrible anymore, getting a legendary is gonna be like, it's just gonna be the same. But then the OG season comes out, and I'm like, it's like actually, like kind of rare to find a legendary again, and you know that kind of feeling of like, damn, I just got a legendaries back. Yeah, I think that kind of was. I think it was still there in chapter 2, at least for a little bit. The beginnings of it, like, of legendaries, like going, like being nothing, like started with the vaults, but the vaults were like, it's kind of like the fact that you got legendaries and epics was what made the vaults like so crazy, you know. Now when you get a vault, it's like whatever, like cool, I got some purple guns. But back in like chapter 2, season 2 and like 3, it was like you know, you got a vault because, you know, it was like a surefire way to get crazy loot. But now it's just like, okay, you just got like pretty decent loot, I guess, from getting a bunch of purple guns. The fuck, bro. I don't know why I'm not super. I feel like I don't know why they decided to theme bringing back the chapter 2 around rappers and like music. Probably just to make more money, but you know. In chapter 1 they just brought it back. This chapter they're like, nah, we're gonna change some of the most iconic Fortnite locations in Fortnite history to make them Snoop Dogg's house and Eminem's place. Cool. That's totally what everyone wanted. I'm probably just being a Debbie Downer. Ugh. Placid pumps, bro. Shut up. Do people exist? I've been walking around the entire game. I've seen a bot. Oh. Yeah, there's no way this is a real guy. Ice banana skin, no shot. I don't believe it for a second. I hear you. Oh, now I'm Sammied up. What are you even shooting me with, bro? God, he stole my kill. Look at the super fun gameplay right here. People driving around and just pulling up, and they should take cars out of the game, can't even lie. Like, just bring back the OG season just made it painfully obvious how much better the game is when it's, like, simple. Yeah. Seems about right. This shotgun is the worst thing ever. Alright, well, that's about all I needed to yap about. The game sucks. This about sums it up. Just, yeah. That fight right there kind of just summed up why the game is terrible. I died to a dude that's using a shotgun that shoots 3 shots in a row that do like the same damage as the current pump shotgun. Hooray. Hopefully the OG Season Part 2 is like actually not horrible.